We are going to make a simple, colorful watercolors in this tutorial. Hi friends, I am Vanidas Mangathil and let us learn watercolors together. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell notification so that you get notified whenever I release new videos. Without further ado, let us begin the tutorial. Here I am using a cold pressed watercolor paper, an Indian brand 300 GSM, and I am making a very loose drawing. Okay, it is just purely from imagination. I mean nothing very complex. It is just a few lines and maybe a tree and some colorful sky and maybe a couple of figures. That is what I am thinking here. I am using a soft pencil to make a very simple representative tree. Okay, this is not a very complex work, very simple, and it can be treated as a beginner level practice work. Okay, so we have something in the foreground and maybe there is a hill at the background and maybe a couple of figures here. I am just suggesting some figures. Okay, and maybe one figure here. Maybe there could be some reflections, okay, and maybe I don't know whether a boat will really suit here, but I am making a boat. Okay, see, this is not a very precise or very complex or serious work. This can be treated as a beginner level practice work. Okay, see, some of the elements like the figures may be little challenging, but apart from the figure, rest everything is very simple, very basic level practice that we are looking for. Okay, so the drawing and the video is slightly sped up. It is 2x time faster. That means twice faster. As I have made it twice faster so that we don't take too much of time. If you find it difficult, you can pause the video. You can slow down the video while playing back. So I have made the sky area of the paper wet using a clean brush, clean water, and I am just applying some cerulean blue sort of a color to create a very bright sky, and I have left some area as untouched. Since it is a wet area, it is creating some suggestion of clouds. And while the sky is still wet, I am suggesting some slightly purplish strong blue color for the far end foliage or hill or whatever you call it. Okay, I am using a soft round brush, sort of a mop brush to be frank, and it's a synthetic soft round brush, and it has a good point. Okay, so the brand that I am using is from Stationery. It's an Indian brand. Okay, okay. Some play of light at the top of the hill. See, you can find some white streak of some cloud like thing coming. So I have created some amount of light there. So now it is fully dry. Okay, once it is fully dry, I am creating some sort of a field using some strong yellow like a cadmium yellow, and then I am using sap green, and I am allowing it to kind of softly merge on the paper. So usually I don't use this much strong colors, but this being a very basic one, I am not mixing too much colors. It is just a very sort of most of the colors are little vibrant, little strong. Okay, but in most of my other works you will find muted colors or earthy colors, right? So at the far end of the field, the ground, it is yellow, then sap green, then stronger green. So you could use this kind of some kind of a gradation so that it doesn't look very flat. Okay. So I'm leaving the white spaces for the trunk of the tree, for the board, and for the figures. Okay. The rest everything I'm just covering it now, and yeah. So it looks reasonably okay for me. Just filling the ground with green color now, and in between you are finding a stream of water, and for the stream of water I have used the same color as the sky. Okay. Now it is a sort of orange and brown maybe orange and burnt sienna mixed color for the trunk, and then some darker colors, maybe some sort of a bluish purple kind of a color for the shadow part of the tree. Okay, again very not very precise, very casual sort of an approach. We are not making precise beautiful looking tree. It is a kind of a just a tree, okay, just a random tree, that's it. I have made some drawing of course, and it is just a very simplified tree. Okay, so right now I am using a round synthetic brush for the details. Okay, if you want, if you don't get too much of control, you can use smaller brushes for the branch. If you are liking this video, if you are thinking that it is informative, useful, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell notification. If you have any question, query, comments, please do write them into the comment box below. I'll be more than happy to get back with my response to your comment. Okay. Right, now for the tree foliages, I have started with yellow color, warm color, and then I am adding, while the yellow is still wet, I am adding some sap green and then making it darker greens, okay, so that it has kind of different tones within the tree foliage area. We have different tones, tonal variations, so that it makes some interest. Okay, right. So most of the time I am using side of the brush to get larger volumes, and wherever I need little clear definition, smaller details, I am using tip of the brush. Okay. The video is, this video is 2x faster, 2x time fast. So the actual recording time is half, 50% slower than this. Okay. These are some edge leaves and some volumes. Okay. And don't have to precisely map. If you have a reference, you don't have to precisely map to this, map your painting to the reference, because it is tree, it's an organic thing. You can vary the shapes. Okay. I feel it is reasonably, good enough now. We can probably, assume that or treat the tree as probably done. All right. So let us sprinkle some colors so that we get some interest there, some sort of a tonal variation, some smaller shapes of different tones. It will create some interest. The tree will look more engaged. That is the idea. Okay, right. So that's enough, I think, for the tree. Maybe some minor touches here and there to make it little bit more interesting. Okay, right. So the tree, yeah, some touches here, that edge leaves, that area looks little not good. So splashing some water now to create some more texture. Okay, so overall it should look like a little engaged. That is the idea. So about the color of the board, I don't know, since it is strong green all around, so I thought I will pick up a complementary color which is red, and let us make it reasonably strong red. And underneath of the board, it is a curved shape, so the bottom area of the board will usually be darker, so I am making it slightly dark, right? So yeah, I think we can suggest some shadows now, and since the tree is having some shadow, we are making some shadow for the boat as well. So whether a boat is a good idea at this place, don't know. It is just I am experimenting. It is just a kind of just an idea. I thought of trying it out. So if you think the boat doesn't work, you can skip the boat. You can add something else. Okay. So for the figures, I am using some sort of different colors for the apparel, for the dress, and for the lower body, let us make it slightly darker. See, for the darker touches, I am mainly using kind of paints gray, or you can use neutral tint or some sort of a darker color. Okay, here I am using some turquoise, cobalt teal kind of a color, turquoise kind of a color, and yeah, little bit of his leg is seen. I think the boat is reasonably good enough. It is not a complex one, it is very simple, just a shape, that's it. Okay, so this work as it is very simple, not complicated. just as a beginner you can practice this. Okay, and if you are more advanced you may still try it out, but you may want some more complex work. You can find lot of tutorials on my channel. You can check out my channel. There are a lot of tutorials, landscapes, streetscapes and boardscapes. Lot of tutorials are there, and there are a couple of videos particularly, I mean, talking about the tiny figures and their perspective. You can check them out. Right. So figures are otherwise little challenging. So if you are really finding it difficult, you can check out my other videos. Right. These are some tiny highlights using pure white watercolor, picked up directly from the tube without diluting. Okay. So these white touches give some hints of contrast, and it will give some sort of interest. Okay, that is the idea. Right. So I think we are pretty much done, and I have signed the work already. Okay, and maybe I am lifting out some colors where there is a streak of white, I mean light coming from the sky, and yeah, little bit of a reflection which I have left. I mean, I have forgotten to give this earlier. Before taking out the tape, I should have given the reflection, so which I forgot. I think we are pretty much done now. So hope this video was informative. Thank you very much for watching this, and if you have any questions or suggestions, feedback, please do write them into the comment box below. And as I told earlier, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. You will get notified as soon as I release new video. Okay, thank you very much once more, and we'll soon see you with another interesting tutorial. Happy painting until then. Bye bye.